got some swimming results from the Section 6A swimming and diving meet. Great weekend for the Lady Main Streeters. We end up third place there. Advanced a lot of kids down to the state meet. It just had some outstanding performances all the way around. So we'll get started with the 200 medley relay. Swim team of Stella Schermers, Brooke Bromanchenko, Addison Bick, and Piper Vogt are now making a return trip down to the state meet in the medley relay. Last year, we had a different freestyler on there, but this year Piper Vogt comes on and does an incredible job with just an outstanding split on that. We had hopes of getting that relay down to the state meet kind of all year and had shopped around a lot of different combinations. This group had kind of where we started, did a few things during the year, came back to this one, and very, very positive swim for them. Piper's been impressive in the sprints, as we'll talk about in a little bit, but this was a truly a four-person relay that needed to go. Stella Schermers led it off with an incredible backstroke leg, the fastest of the meet from anybody. Brooke Bromanchenko goes out and has an outstanding breaststroke leg for us as well. And then Addie comes out and throws her best butterfly time of the weekend, or of the year, I should say, down. So just a great swim for those four girls. Very excited to see them back down to the state meet as well. The 200 freestyle, our highest finisher there was Maisie Jennison. Maisie had a great swim there, dropped a couple of seconds from prelims to finals, finishes sixth. And Georgia Novak had an outstanding day on Thursday. Ended up, really, I thought, having the swims of her life. Just great to see her finishing her senior career with just some great swims. She ends up 13th on Saturday in finals, but very proud of Georgia. Just the effort she put in, and again, kind of the way you want to see a senior finish up their swimming career. In the 200 individual medley, in the top 16, Brooke Bromanchenko goes out, goes 2:18 both days, does an awesome job. Ends up fourth place there. Brooks IM continues to improve. Swimming all four strokes is not an easy thing to do. And to have her go out and do so well with all four shows kind of the training and commitment that she has. Violet Anderson ended up 11th for us. Violet, again, we talk about seniors finishing up their meet, their swim seasons and their swim careers in a great way. Violet probably had the best race I've ever seen her have in any event at any time. She goes 2:30, ends up 11th in that 200 individual medley. Just outstanding swim, outstanding effort. Just super, super excited for Violet. And then Sylvie Schermers, an 8th grader for us as well, finishes out with a 16th place swim there. Great to get Sylvie there, have some good experience at the section meet because, again, somebody who we want to see continuing back there year after year. In the 50-yard freestyle, we advanced Piper Vogt down to the state meet. Piper had a great swim. She was just over cut time on Thursday in preliminaries and came back, dropped a couple of tenths of a second, made it under state cut. Piper has emerged for us as an incredibly strong swimmer. She was a distance swimmer last year. We knew we were going to have some holes to fill in that event this year, and she really, really came out strong for us, really embraced her role as a sprinter, and swam some very smart races. The thing about sprinting is you really can't make any mistakes. You don't have time to recover from them, and I thought she swam a flawless race there. Carmen Loxterkamp, again, another senior there. Carmen comes out. Carmen, her trajectory the last 5 meets of the season and how much she continued to drop time and improve was just impressive. Carmen ends up 11th for us in the 50-yard freestyle, and just awesome swim by Carmen there as well. In diving, which took place on Friday, our full results there. Girls did well. We brought 4 divers along this year, and I thought they performed extremely well. Abby Iden ends up 13th for us. Serena Middendorf ends up 14th. Nora Thompson ends up 16th, and Tori Marthaler ends up 18th. So pleased with 3 girls in the top 16. That's very good for them. Also to see Tori and Serena finish out their senior careers as divers with some very good performances there. In the 100 butterfly, Stella Schermers ends up with a state qualifying time and will be punching her ticket in an individual event in the 100 butterfly. Stella just continues to swim that race well, and I was very impressed with the second half of that race. I still think there's one more race that's even better than that in her, which is exciting because, of course, she's got a chance to swim that down at the state meet, so we were very pleased with that. And Addison Bick comes out, puts up a great time for us, finishes 6th place there in that swim. So very pleased with Addie's time and very pleased with her effort there as well. In the 100-yard freestyle, looking at results here, we've got Olivia Marsh finishes in 4th place. Olivia had a great drop from first day to second day, went 55. That was her goal. Awesome to see her out there competing and sprinting so strongly in the 100-yard freestyle. Carmen Loxerkamp, another one. We had 2 girls in the top 8 there. Carmen comes out, swims a great swim there, ends up 6th place there. So, again, Carmen continuing to sprint very, very strong. We also had 2 girls in the consolation heat. And Katie Gregory for us ends up going 59.87. First time under a minute, finishes 10th place there. And McKenna Bartle does a similar feat, finishes 12th for us, and goes 59.93. So she breaks the 1 minute barrier for the first time as well. Great to see 2 ninth graders doing that, knowing that they can be big contributors going forward. So very excited to see these girls swim so very, very well in that 100-yard freestyle. In the 500-yard freestyle in the top 8, we had Maisie Jennison. Maisie finishes 8th, swam a great swim in the 500. Maisie's been a solid distance swimmer for us all year. Very excited to see what she's going to do in the state meet, as you're going to hear about in a little bit, because not only did she swim her distance events well, but she swam some very good relay legs for us as well. Also in the top 16, in the 500, Georgia Novak finishes in 11th place, and Kira Bjork, an 8th grader for us, who made some huge jumps at the end of the season, ends up going under 6 minutes for the first time this weekend and ends up in a 14th place finish there. In the 200-yard freestyle relay, oh man, this was for us, I think, one of the most exciting races I've ever seen. And I've seen, a lot of races over these, I don't know, whatever it is, 27, 28 years of coaching. This was an incredible race for us. Ended up winning it, which was awesome. The team of Piper Vogt, Brooke Bromanchenko, Maisie Jennison, and Carmen Loxerkamp go 140.40. Obviously, they punched their ticket down to the state meet as well. And it was a race all the way through. Piper led us off with a great relay leg, put us in a spot where we knew we were going to be competitive from there on out. Brooke Bromanchenko comes out, pops off at 25.12, great swim there. But the leg of the day, I think, on that one was Maisie Jennison, goes 24.88, just after coming off of her 500 swim. That was incredible. And then Carmen, we put that senior at the end of that relay for a reason. Carmen comes back and anchors that with a 25.31, and just super excited for the girls. I mean, this was a relay last year that literally just missed cuts by, I think it was just a 1/10 of a second last year. And it's the same 4 girls on the relay, and boy, they came back with something to prove this year. And boy, they did. They swam extremely well. So very proud of the girls. Very glad for them to maybe get a little redemption. I don't know if that's, really what we'd call it, but boy, did they show that they were worthy. And, to pull out that relay win against a very, very good Tech team as well, who was right on our tails. That was just super exciting and very, very happy for the girls and proud of them. 100 backstroke, Stella Schermer, section champion in the 100 backstroke. Awesome swim for her, goes 58.32. She's just a few tenths away of going to that 57 mark, which she really wants to hit. Got a great opportunity to do that now at the state meet. You see, I think, experience pay off for somebody like Stella in a meet like this. Stella had very, very good swims in all of her events, but I thought this backstroke was probably the highlight of the day. I think it's great to see a kid who gets done with a swim like this, section champion, and thinks, I really want some more too. That tells you experience, right? Now she knows that she's got an opportunity to do more down at the state meet, and just awesome swim for her. Olivia Marsh finishes 7th place in the 100 backstroke. Again, Olivia having great swims for us all the way across the board. Huge progress for her this year. McKenna Bartle ends up 10th there as well. McKenna, again, under the 110 mark for us, so very happy with her. And then Sylvie Schermers ends up 16th in this event as well. And again, great experience for that 8th grader. Very excited for what she's going to contribute to the team next year. In the 100 breaststroke, Brooke Broman-Schenkel punched her ticket to state with a 108.15 in the 100-yard breaststroke. Her lifetime best there. So really excited for Brooke. This will be a return swim for her. She had been down to the state meet in the 100 breaststroke last year as well. But just had an outstanding swim there. Very pleased there. And then Josie Christian ends up 15th for us. Josie's a 7th grader. And just awesome to see her going out as a 7th grader, finishing in the top 16. I haven't looked through all the results, but boy, there aren't very many 7th graders finishing in the top 16. And just to see her do that, gain valuable experience, just seeing how you prepare for a section meet. Great for Josie. Very, very excited and happy for her as well. 400 free relay, we end up 2nd there. So our relay recap, kind of impressive. We end up 2nd, 1st, and 2nd in our relays. We end up with a state berth in that 200 free or the 400 free relay as well. That team, Piper Vogt, Maisie Jennison, Olivia Marsh, and Stella Schermers. Awesome swims for them. And just, again, excited to see these girls going so fast. We look at that relay. We had 2 girls go 54, which, that's awesome. Maisie Jennison being one of those, like I said, she had a heck of a day on the relays and is a big part of why those relays are headed down to state. But to have 2 54s on a relay and then a couple of girls capable of going 55s really makes me excited for what we're going to see down at the state swim meet. So we got a week here to prepare for that. And I can't wait to, see what they end up doing and how they prepare, because I think it's going to be a fun week of swimming for those girls. But also, have some opportunities to score some points down at the state meet. It was a very successful taper, a very successful week. But we're still hoping for a little bit more down at the state meet, obviously. That's why you go. And I'm excited for these girls. I'm excited for the girls who wrapped up their seasons. We had, just like I said, outstanding swims, even some from the girls that, didn't advance down to the state meet. We, look at our taper and look at its success. And we had one of the most successful tapers we've had in many, many years here. I haven't started keeping data back about 13 years ago about percentage drops, that kind of thing. And this one is in the top 4 for us. So just awesome swim for the girls. Super excited and can't wait to get down to the state swim meet, which for us will be Friday and Saturday coming up here. Friday will be prelims. Saturday is finals, kind of similar to the section meet. You have to qualify in the top 16 on Friday on prelims to make it to the finals and swim again on Saturday. And we're hoping to get, God, it would be great if we could get them all back in swimming in finals again. But we'll kind of have to wait and see how things turn out. So great season overall and still got another week. Fall sports aren't quite over yet. So we're excited. Thanks.